Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So, thank you for joining on this 10th podcast that we've been having regarding New Year's resolutions. Today, in this podcast, the topic that we're going to talk about is the linkage between Islam and human psychology. It's a really important topic because this will lay the foundation of many of the following podcasts. Because as I was doing some in depth thinking about this topic, I realized that understanding the problem of not able to achieve your New Year's resolution from a religious perspective, psychological perspective, human perspective is really important. And when you're thinking about those different perspectives, you come to realize that there has to be, if they are so important, is the religion saying something regarding those aspects? And that's where I came to this particular podcast or the topic to understand what is the linkage of Islam. And it could be any religion, honestly, and human psychology. The reason I say it can be any religion is because according to Islamic teachings, according to Quran, Allah Ta'ala, the God, Allah, has said that there's only one religion in front of God, that is Islam, meaning all the prophets coming from God, Allah, whether Adam, Noah, Abraham, Joseph, Jacob, Joshua, uh, Aaron, Moses, Jesus, Job, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and the 124,000 prophets that have come from God in the world in different areas, they all came with the same message, and that is the message of Islam. And that's why it's really important to understand when I say Islam, I really mean the essence of all the religions in this world. So, Islam is a religion that has always placed a strong emphasis on the well being of the individual, both physically and spiritually. This focus on the individual is reflected in the teachings of Islam, which offer a holistic approach to human psychology and well being. One of the key ways in which Islam addresses human psychology is through its emphasis on the importance of self awareness and self control. The Quran and the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad (SAW) encourage Muslims to reflect on their own thoughts and actions and to strive to control their desires and impulses in order to live a virtuous and meaningful life. For example, the Quran teaches that every person is responsible for their own actions and that they will be held accountable for them on the day of judgment. This emphasis on the personal responsibility helps to cultivate self awareness and self control. As Muslims, strive to live in accordance with the values and principles of Islam. Islam also recognizes the importance of balance and moderation in all aspects of life, including the emotional and psychological dimensions. The Quran speaks of the importance of maintaining balance in one's relationship with others and encourages Muslims to avoid excess in their thoughts and actions. This emphasis on balance helps to prevent the negative psychological consequences over overindulgences such as anxiety, stress, and depression. In addition, Islam places a strong emphasis on the importance of community and social support. The Quran speaks of the importance of helping and supporting one another, and the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, emphasized the importance of strong social bonds in the well being of the individual. Research is in psychology has consistently shown the positive impact of social support on mental health, and Islam's emphasis on community and social connections can contribute to the psychological well being of its followers. Overall, Islam offers a holistic approach to human psychology that emphasizes self awareness, self control, balance, and social connections. By following the teachings of Islam, meaning any religion sent by God in its true form, individuals can cultivate a healthy and well balanced psychology that is in line with their human nature, the nature that on which the humans are created by the Creator. And that aspect of understanding the relationship between nature and psychology, it's fundamental to understanding why people do not or are not able to fulfill their new year's resolutions, or even not set the new year's resolution. What are the consequences of not doing those things? While I'm on this topic, before concluding, I would like to highlight that this aspect of human psychology is especially present in one section of Islam, that is the Shia Islam. I'll talk about few aspects. One is Amr bil Maruf, Nahi anil Munkar, Tabarra and Tawalla. What do these topics, concepts mean? They mean that if you see something bad, you stand up and say that that is wrong. If you see something good, you support that good. If you see a dictator, if you see injustice, you highlight the injustice and say that is bad. And when you see something good and you say someone is good or someone is worthy, praiseworthy, you highlight, you stand up and say that person or that action is praiseworthy. This goes in line with the human nature and in line with the teachings of Islam. But unfortunately, only one segment of the Islamic religion follows this teaching, is explicitly encoded in their religious aspects and guidelines, whereas the other aspects do not follow all of this. So that is an important aspect that I just wanted to highlight as I was going through this important topic of the connection between Islam and psychology. In the next topic, we're going to start talking about people who fail at their New Year's resolutions and why do they do that from a psychological perspective. Wassalamu alaikum.